Good afternoon and welcome to Juan Diego High School on a Wednesday. Springville has made it to the field. The Red Devil from Springville High School. So upcoming we have a varsity baseball game followed by a JV game. This game was originally scheduled to start at 3:30 Mountain Time. For some reason I got pushed back by 30 minutes, so we're now looking at a 4 p.m. Mountain Time start. So in about 8 minutes or so, we'll probably have the meeting at the plate, followed by national anthem, and then first pitch, hopefully right around the top of the hour here. So until then, have a few notes to pass along about the teams, upcoming schedules, and overall status of Juan Diego baseball. So Juan Diego comes into the game today with a record of 2-4, riding a two-game winning streak, I should say. They had a bit of a rough start there at 0-4, but have bounced back nicely with 2 wins in a row. The upcoming schedule for Juan Diego, actually, you know what? We'll get to that in just a second. Let's talk about Springville. Springville is a 5A school from Springville, Utah. Their record overall is 2-5, having wins against Box Elder and Bear River. So happy to have them here today. The conditions for the game are dry, let's put it that way. That's always a good thing. There is no expectation in the forecast for precipitation today, so I think we'll be okay with that. But it is cold. It's only 48 degrees, and we have a north wind of about 5 to 10 miles an hour, and it definitely feels a lot cooler than 48 degrees. I'm bundled up. I have 4 layers on, winter gloves, and a hat, a mask to keep me warm, and so it feels like winter very much, even though we're just a couple days into spring, supposedly. So that's the conditions here and what we're looking at for the game. All right, let's talk about Juan Diego's upcoming schedule. So cut over to that. So upcoming after today, one more game left in the 5-game homestand. That will be on Friday. That will be a varsity game only against Olympus. Then we go on the road Monday, the 29th, to American Leadership Academy. Back home for the region opener on Tuesday, March 30th versus Cedar Valley, followed the next day by an away game at Cedar Valley. And then you can see the cadence there for region play, home and away and home, back-to-back for the region opponents. That takes us all the way through early May, with May 6th being the final home game versus Tooele here at Juan Diego Field. So that's the upcoming schedule for the Soaring Eagle. Let's take a look at the standings. There was an interesting note that I saw in the standings as I pulled those last evening. So you can see that 4 schools here in 4A Region 10 have actually started region play. So Uinta, Stansbury, Ben Lomond, and Ogden are all on the board with a region record. So as I mentioned, Juan Diego gets started with region next week, and I believe Tooele will be starting soon as well, having Juan Diego and Cedar Valley facing off next week. So at the top of the board, wins and losses and winning percentage-wise, the top of the order is actually Stansbury, even though they show second on this chart. This is actually sorted by winning percentage within region play. So Stansbury's at the top, Uinta in second, followed by Ben Lomond, and then Cedar Valley, Cedar Valley, Tooele, Juan Diego, and Ogden. So it's a bit out of order in this chart, but it gives you an idea of how many games these guys have been playing and where they're at. Stansbury looks like they have the lead with games played at 10 overall. So that's what we're looking at. What we're looking at for region play. As far as the RPI goes, that has also been announced. That will be published on April 7th. So the first RPI will be published in about 2 weeks. The RPI is the calculation of winning percentage, opponent's winning percentage, and your opponent's winning percentage. Out comes a number. The higher the number, the higher the seed, and that determines your playoff placement for Class 4A, for all classes actually, but they do it by Class 4A. So 5A, 6A, they'll all have their own RPI respectively. So that's what's happening. Looks like we do have the umpires here at the field, so that's taking place at home plate. It is a bit breezy. I mentioned that earlier. Some of the cameras will, well, I have 2 cameras, so I guess let's talk about that. There are 2 cameras. The views that we'll have will be primarily batter, pitcher, and the third base side, and then I have a view of first and second with the outfield being covered in center and right. So it's not ideal, but it's better than nothing, and it seems to work out okay. I do have some replays as well, so I'll mix that in when the time comes. And as far as the audio goes, the wind is going to prevent good audio. It'll be more annoying to turn on the microphone on the camera than it will be to to leave it off. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that off, and all you'll hear on the audio is the background music to drown out the licensed music that plays over top here on the external speakers, and my microphone here on my headset. So that's all you're probably going to get today for audio. So I guess if you want to listen to this in silence and not hear me calling everything out, then you might want to mute. But that's the stage for the audio situation. So let me just show you the 2 views that we've got in full form. We'll go with view 1. This is the primary view of the pitcher and home plate, and then on view 2 is this view over here. This camera is I'm shooting through a net, so the net is kind of wallowing in the wind, if you will, and it is affecting the camera. So I'll probably have to make some adjustments along the way. I can see that one of the strands of the net is now in frame, so I'll have to go fix that. But those are the 2 views, and hopefully it turns out to be something you want to stay tuned for and watch as things progress. So I will get back to you after the teams line up and we get ready for National Anthem. Thanks for joining, everybody. Okay, looks like we're getting ready for National Anthem, so go ahead and kick that camera on, or that mic, and we can listen in. Hopefully the wind won't be too bad here. Okay. Juan Diego should be taking the field here momentarily. I should also mention the mascot for Springville High School is the Red Devil. That is not plural, it is Red Devil, much like the Juan Diego mascot of the Soaring Eagle. It is not the Soaring Eagles, it is the Soaring Eagle. So, too many times people get that wrong when referring to Juan Diego, and hopefully I won't get that wrong referring to Springville today. So, the Red Devil in town for a match against Juan Diego. Following this game will be a junior varsity game between the same two teams. I should say the same two schools. The teams will be slightly different. Sometimes varsity players play on JV, but it gives the opportunity for another team to take the field and get some reps, and hopefully we'll get a few innings in during JV. I don't know that we'll get a full 7 in because we have started a little later than we were planning, and we'll probably run out of light before we get 7 in. But we'll probably get a few in, and I am planning to stream in that. That will be streamed on the same channel, BroadcastJD.com. It is a separate event, so this stream will end after this game. There's usually a 15-20 minute break between JV and varsity, and then I'll pick it back up on the JV scheduled event on that channel. So, all right, I need to get a little bit or a couple things set here on my end, so I'm going to go ahead and kick that music back on, and we'll pick it up when everything's ready to roll. Okay, looks like we are ready to roll here. Up to bat for Springville is number 11, Easton Barrett, in the number 1 spot. And that was hit right back to the pitcher. Tossed over to first, 1 out for Juan Diego. 1 pitch for the pitcher, Matt Liebrick. Up to bat for Springville is number 8 in the 2 spot, Zach Graves. That one is high for ball 1. And fouled off for strike 1. 1-1's a count. I believe this is Matt's first start of the year on the hill for Juan Diego. And just missed low for ball 2. 2-1. And that one is hit over to second base. Throw to first is over the top of the first baseman. And the throw down to second is in time to get the runner out there. So let's see if we have that on replay. Runner going, and did tag him out in plenty of time there. So that was the catcher making that play. I was looking at the first baseman, wondering why he was standing there. Catcher ran down there, made an outstanding play to get that out over at second base. So that'll go for a pitch. That one's in there for a strike. That was out number 2 for Juan Diego. And that will be scored an error on Juan Diego as well. Up to bat for Springville in the third spot is number 3, Sawyer Hawks. That was taken for a ball. 1-0's count. And that one is striped down the first base side, and that is fair. That is rolling, rolling, rolling all the way to the fence down that first base side. Whew. Just made it inside there for a double for Springville. So we'll add a hit on the board for them and put a guy on second. So 2 outs here. In the number 4 spot is Junior Lawaki, number 1. And Junior hits that one to left field. Leftover going back. Looks like he's under it. And that'll be the 3rd out. So at the half inning here in the first, no score. And we'll pick it up here in just a few minutes. And we are back here in the bottom of the first. Up to bat for Juan Diego is number 16, Sam Silversmith. On the hill for Springville is number 12, Delamas. And Sam chops that one out of play for strike 1. And taken high for ball 1. 1-1's a count. Fouled back for strike 2. 1-2's a count. And breaking ball is short of the plate for ball 2. 2-2. And taken high for ball 3, so that'll make the count full The pitcher's first name is Cade, so Cade Delamos at the plate, or excuse me, on the hill for Springville. And, oh boy, that was close. Oh, that was close. Thought he was going to ring him up, but it must have been outside. So that'll put a runner on first for Juan Diego. And bring up to bat number 26. Excuse me, number 29, Gabe Perkins for Juan Diego. And that is popped up and out of play for strike one. That it must have been inside. Oh, sorry about that. I messed the view up on that one. That was a good-looking pitch. So 1-1's a count. And the runner goes, swing and a miss, and he's ball's there in plenty of time, but he dropped it. So that will be safe. And the runner goes at second. See that on the replay. He had it, and he dropped it, and got in there for the stolen base. So that'll put the runner over to second. And that was a swing and a miss. So the count is 1-2 to Gabe Perkins. Runner at second is the result of a walk. Gabe thought about it. Ball 2, 2-2. And a breaking ball to the third baseman. And he dropped it. Just couldn't field that one in time. So the runner does not advance from second to third, but Gabe does get on base. So I'm going to go ahead and I guess I'm feeling kind of mean today. I don't know, but that should have been routine. I'm going to go ahead and give Springville an error on that one. Up to bat for Juan Diego is number 11, Tyler Easter. And that's taken low. 4-1. And low 4-2. So we're 13 pitches in here in this half of the inning. The umpire hasn't made a single called strike. Some of them have been close. 3-0 is the count to Tyler Easter. And another one that was really close, I thought. Must have been on the outside of the plate. 4-4, so that'll load the bases for Juan Diego and bring up in the 4 spot number 13, Patrick Swanson. So we've got Sam Silversmith on third, Gabe Perkins on second, and Tyler Easter on first for Juan Diego as the base runners. Pitcher moves to the windup. Patrick Swanson at the plate. And that one's a little bit outside and low. 4-1. And Patrick hits that one to center field. Coming over. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, it was a right fielder. It was the right fielder's ball. It was hit to right field. The center fielder came all the way over and interfered with that. So that was a dropped ball. It was the right fielder's ball. And I waited too long for the replay on that one, but That will score, let's see, I believe that scored one, only one for Juan Diego. So the bases will remain loaded. Put one on the board for Juan Diego. And having hit the mitt of the outfielder, the rule is if it hits the mitt, it is considered an error. So that'll be the second error for Springville. Up to bat for Juan Diego now is number 34, Malik Harris, with one out here in the bottom of the first. And just outside and low for ball one. There it is. Yep, that was, I was going to say, man, if he doesn't call a strike on that one, there's going to be some unhappy people on the Springville side, but he got it. 1-1's a count. And a breaking pitch. Good curveball in there for swinging strike two. 1-2's the count. And Malik hits that to left center. Looks like the outfielder's underneath it and makes the catch. There is a tag up at third to get the runner home, so a sacrifice fly for Malik. And that'll put runners on first and third for Juan Diego. So a tack on another one for Juan Diego. Runners on first and third. And a new batter up to bat for Juan Diego is number 21, Carlos Collada. And that was a strike, I believe. I was trying to look at the scoreboard here. I believe he offered, and that was a called strike. So 0-1 with one out here in the bottom of the first. Taken for a ball, ball one, strike one. Pitcher goes back to the stretch. Carlos fouls that off. 4 strike 2. 1-2's the count. And the wind is kicking up a bit more here. Ooh, a little inside. 2-2's the count. And struck him out with a pitch. So that will bring up to bat number 4. It's like Preston Bath, I believe. It's Preston Bath. And a little high for ball one. Runner still at first and third. Same spot, 2-0. And that is hit to right field. Looks like the fielder's underneath it. Routine play for the third out. So that'll change the sides up. We'll head to the second inning with a score of Juan Diego 2, Springville 0. Okay, we're back here in the top of the first. In the 5 spot, batting for Springville is Kikoa Akeona. And outside for ball 1. Liebrick made it through the first inning for Juan Diego, having only thrown 8 pitches, so pretty efficient work there. And that one's fouled off for strike 1. One and one's the count. And got him swinging on a breaking pitch. So ahead 1-2. And that one's in the dirt for ball 2. Should also mention we are connectivity challenged here at the baseball field, so hopefully that's hit over to third. And the throw to first is taken off a bounce for the out. Let's see Pat dig this one out of the dirt here, or I should say out of the turf. For out number 1. That will bring to the plate the pitcher, number 12, Cade Delamos. And hits it right up the middle. The shortstop has it. Over to first in time for the force out. Another nice play there by the defense. So 2 quick outs for Juan Diego here in the top of the second. At bat now is number 7 in the 7 spot, Kyle Snyder for Springville. That's taken for a ball. And that's hit to left field. That's going to get down. Oh, he tried to go for it, diving, and that is going to get past the fielder with a throw down to third. So a nice hit there. Line drive into left field. I'll tell you, Springville doesn't waste any time with their at-bats. It's a couple of pitches and they're swinging away. So another hit on the board for Springville with a runner on second base. Up to bat now should be the 8th spot. I believe it is number 4, Peyton Esplin. Esplin. And that's low and in the dirt for ball 1. I was commenting about our connectivity challenges. I have an external Wi-Fi antenna hitting the football field where there is wireless, taken for ball 2. And most games it hangs in there and isn't a problem. Last game during JV we had some problems with it. Actually during Varsity we did as well. So hopefully it hangs in there. It just looking pretty solid today. So I'm hoping it holds up. And swung and missed on that one. And the catcher lost it. That will advance that runner to third base. So 2-1 is the count. And I hope our connectivity challenges are behind us, so we get this game in nice and clear and buffer free. Ooh, fouled off. Right into the catcher and off the catcher, so 2-2 is the count. That wind is kicking up once again. Just enough to make things a little unpleasant. Lots of 2s on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second. And he did not go on that one, so that'll take the count full. 2, 3, and 2. And that is hit down the right side, out of play. I say right side, that's the first base side. So we'll reset. And got him swinging on that one. So strike 3 for Liebrick to end the top of the second. And nice pitch. Okay, so that'll take Liebrick's count up to 23. Headed to the bottom of the second. Up to bat for Juan Diego is number 18. Looks like Matt Mencia at the plate for Juan Diego. And swing and a miss on that one. Trying to fight off that curveball. 0-1's a count. Little low for ball 1. And that one is popped out of play, foul for strike 2. Count is 1-2. Juan Diego still looking for their first hit of the game. Reached base on a couple of errors in the first. 2-2 the count for Matt Mencia. And looked good coming out of his hand, but it did fall short, so good eye there by the batter to take the count full to 3-2. And fights that one off. Out of play. Count remains 3-2. And got him looking on strike 3 there, so that will be the first out for Springville here. Up to bat for Juan Diego now is number 5. This is Zach Carlson for the Soaring Eagle. And that is low for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. And Zach fouls that one off down the third base side, out of play over there. So 1-1. Looks like we're short on supplies here. Umpire is out of frame, but he is out of baseballs, so needed a refill. Okay, here we go. 1-1 with 1 out. here in the top of the second, or excuse me, the bottom of the second. And swing and a miss for Zach. So 1 and 2. And rung him up as well. So Delamos showing some zip there. Getting 2 strikeouts here in the bottom of the second for out number 2. Up to bat for Juan Diego is Sam Silversmith, back at the top of the order in the 1 spot. And that's in there for a strike. Nice curveball there. So Delamos dealing here in the bottom of the second. One and one. And a little low and outside. Two and one's a count. That one is hit foul out of play for strike 2. So 2 and 2 is a count to Sam Silversmith. Hitting in the 1 spot for Juan Diego. And a curveball. Fouled off. So we'll reset. And another good pitch right down the middle. Catcher. Hey, there we go, right behind me. Woo! I always worry about that when somebody says watch out and it's right behind me. Probably heard that hit the bench. A few, quite a good crowd here actually, considering the weather, the chill in the air. And oh, that hits him. I thought that was going to drop in for a strike. So hit batter, hit by pitch will put Sam on over at first base. Up to bat is number 29, Gabe Perkins. What I was saying about the crowd is it's on the Juan Diego side, definitely filled in. There's probably 30 to 40 people over there. Behind me is probably another 20 or so. And on the Springville side, maybe 10 to 15. Gabe takes that one for strike 1. And an attempted bunt that's fouled back out of play. So 1 and 2. Delamos just passing the 50 pitch mark. Two and 2. And stays alive with another foul ball. So Gabe Perkins at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. And swing and a miss. So 3 strikeouts for Springville, the pitcher Delamos, to get all 3 outs here in the bottom of the second. So we'll move to the top of the third. No change in the score. Juan Diego 2, Springville 0. to bat here in the top of the third for Springville is Cash Everett, sorry, in the number 9 spot. And taken for a strike, strike one. Breaking ball misses, ball one. And a little high for ball two. And that is hit to center field. And the fielder out there makes that play for out number 1. Up to bat for Springville is Easton Barrett, number 11, in the 1 spot. So Springville back to the top of their order. Taken for a ball, 1-0. Outside and high for ball 2. And that must have caught the outside corner. Called strike by the umpire. 2-1's a count. And that is fouled off down the third base side, over the fence, out of play. 2-2's a count. That was low for ball 3, so that'll be full count. 3-2. Boy, and that batter is right up against the plate. That's also hit to the outfield, and the center fielder comes over to make that catch. Nice play there for out number 2. Replay of that. So up to bat is the number 2 batter, number 8, Zach Graves. And also fouled off down that third base side for strike 1. One and one's a count. High and outside for ball 2. And chopped down the first base side for strike 2. 2-2 with 2 outs. Zach Graves at the plate for Springville. And time is granted. And a breaking ball that missed just inside to take the count full. 3-2. That was a nice looking pitch. Just a tad inside. And that's foul. So we'll keep the count at 3-2. And he walked him. So put a runner on first for Springville with 2 outs. Top of the third, and that will bring to bat number 3, Sawyer. I think I said that wrong before. I believe it's Sawyer Hanks. Yes, it is Sawyer Hanks. I think I said Hawks earlier. So my apologies. Sawyer Hanks, that is ball 1. And that is popped up right to the pitcher. Pitcher's calling for it. There, and makes the play. So nice play there for out number 3. And that'll do it. So headed to the bottom of the third. Juan Diego 2, Springville 0. Okay, we are back here in the bottom of the third. Tyler Easter up to bat for Juan Diego with a swing and a miss on that first pitch. Had to make a couple of adjustments on the cameras, so got back just in time. And taken for a ball. 1-1. And an attempted bunt, foul. So 1-2's the count. And high for ball 2. 2-2's the count. And got him swinging for strike 3. Up to bat for Juan Diego. In the 4 spot is Patrick Swanson. Strike 1. Juan Diego still looking for their first hit of the game, even though they are up 2-0. That's hit out of play down the first base side for strike 2. Delamas just hitting 60 pitches for the game, the starter for Springville. And hit down the first base side, foul ball. So 0-2 to Patrick Swanson. Inside for ball 1. 1-2. And high. So 2-2's the count. And lifted to right field. That'll be down for the first hit of the game for Juan Diego. So nice bit of hitting there for Patrick. Check swing one there to put that over to right field. And also put a hit on the board for Juan Diego. Up to bat is Malik Harris, number 34, for the Soaring Eagle. And safe at first. Umpire calls time in the field. Guess a gate was open over there on the first base side. So and a called strike. 0-1. And fouled down that first base side for strike 2. 0-2 to Malik. And that curveball gets away. Runner goes, and no play at second base. So 1-2's the count, and the runner advances to second. High and outside for ball 2. 2-2. And popped up. Looks like there's trouble there. Oh, makes the catch. Falling back. Looks like the sun might have played a little bit of a role in that one. So got the out nevertheless. So that'll be out number 2. And we'll bring up number 21 for Juan Diego, Carlos Collada. And a snap throw down to second, and the ball gets through, but the shortstop saves it. So the runner going nowhere. And that'll be ball 1. That is popped foul out of play for strike 1. 1-1's the count. Delamos at 71 pitches now. And that is also fouled off down the right side, the first base side. I keep saying right side. First base side for strike 2. So 1-2. And got him on the breaking ball for strike 3. So take a look at that. It's a good looking pitch. And just the bottom fell out of it. So headed to the top of the 4th. Score remains the same. Juan Diego 2, Springville 0. right, so we are here at the top of the fourth. Juan Diego 2, Springville 0. And at the plate for for Springville is the 4 batter, number 1, Junior Lauki. And quickly 0-2 on the batter. And foul tip that one for strike 2. Strike 2.1. How's that? And misses on that one for ball. So 1-2. Another ball that hits the turf. 2-2. And just like that, we're looking at full count. So 3-2. And that's hit well to left field. The fielder makes it over there in time for the out. So nice swing of the bat there. Nice catch by Juan Diego for the first out. Up to bat now in the 5 spot for Springville is Kekoa Akiona. Ball 1. And that is a base hit to left field, a grounder. Just got it by the third baseman over there. So that'll put a runner on first base for Springville and add to their hit total. So 3 hits for Springville. Up to bat now for Springville is the pitcher, number 12, Cade Delamas. Outside for ball 1. Throw over to first is not in time, so the runner is safe. Snap throw to first is called safe. So that was a ball. 2-0's the count. And that is going to be foul down that third base side for strike 1. And that's called safe over there at first. And that is hit to second base. Over to second for one, and double play for Juan Diego. So a nice defensive play there. Let's take another look at that one. And turn for 2 outs. So outstanding defense. That'll take us to the bottom of the fourth. Juan Diego 2, Springville 0. And up to bat for Juan Diego is, I believe this is Preston Bath. And he rips one to the right field side. And another hit for Juan Diego. So 1 pitch and 1 hit that time. Up to bat for Juan Diego now is Matt Mencia, number 18. Showing bunt, and he offered and missed. So that'll go down as a strike. 0-1's the count. Cade Delamas still on the hill for Springville. And he gets that bunt down. Throw to second is in time. So a nice play there to get that out. It's down there in plenty of time. So out number 1. Up to bat for Juan Diego is number 5, Zach Carlson. And a called strike. 0-1. And that's hit up the middle to the second base for 1. And he's safe at first. So almost turned that double play. Take another look at that. Second base for 1. Yep, made it in plenty of time over there. Oh, what are they doing here? What are they calling? I don't know what's going on. So I was looking at the replay. And I don't know why he's out at first. But he is out at first. For some reason. That is really weird. Okay, well, I guess that is a double play of sorts for Springville. So we'll go to the top of the 5th. And we have a pitching change for Juan Diego. Into the game at pitcher for the Soaring Eagle is number 5, Zach Carlson. At bat for Springville is Snyder. In the number 7 spot, who takes a strike for 0-1. Same spot, same result, so 2 quick strikes by Carlson. And didn't get him to chase that one. 1-2. Still trying to figure out what happened at first on that last play. That's hit over to second base for the easy out. Up to bat now for Springville is the 8 batter, Peyton Esplin. And that is hit fair down the right side, all the way to the fence in right field in foul territory, but it bounced fair prior to that. So a stand-up double for Esplin. That'll add another hit for Springville. Up to bat now should be anyway, Cash Everett, number 22 in the 9 spot. It is Cash up at the plate. And he shows bunt, pops it up, and it hits the concrete parapet wall holding the fence to the infield for strike 1. Boy, that wind is really kicking up now out of the north. It is feeling not like spring, something a lot worse. At least it's dry. And that is sailed into the outfield. So the runner will get over to third on that throwing error by Juan Diego. So we'll move them over there. Now that should probably go as an error, but it wasn't a scoring play or a hitting play, so I'm not going to put it on the board as that. But if you're looking at game changer, my guess is that'll show as an error. Not sure how the scorekeeper is going to score that one. And taken for a ball, so 1-1. Low and outside for ball 2. 2-1's a count. And that misses low. So that'll take the count to 3-1. And that misses outside for ball 4. So runners on first and third. And Juan Diego wants to talk about it, so we'll go ahead and keep it here unless they throw up some music, and we'll have to switch the tunes, but so far that's not the case. So Carlson in the game at pitcher, relieving Matt Liebrick. Matt had thrown 55 pitches through 4 innings, so pretty efficient. That's a pretty low pitch count for 4 innings. mixing it up a little bit, throwing the left-hander up there. So up to bat now for Springville is number 11. Top of the order in the one spot, Easton Barrett. And he shows bunt, and he gets that bunt down, and that's going to score a run. And over to first is an errant throw. That ball is down. The right fielder has it. There's going to be a play at home. Here comes the throw, and he is across the plate in plenty of time. So that scores 2 runs and ties the score for Springville. Wow. That was a well-placed bunt and just an unfortunate throw over there. So let me get things squared away here on the board. So that'll put a runner at second base. And that will score 2 runs for Springville. And that is going to be an error on the Soaring Eagle. At the plate now is in the 2 spot is Zach Graves, number 8 for Springville. And called strike 1. 0-1's the count. And he shows bunt, does not offer, so that'll be ball 1. 1-1's the count. And that's hit over to second base, and it's through to the outfield. There is going to be a play at the play. No, there isn't. He had a full head of steam coming around third. I thought there was going to be a play, but thought better of it. So that'll go for another hit for Springville and put runners on third and first, bringing up number 3, Sawyer Hanks, in the 3 spot for Springville. So the Soaring Eagle in a little bit of trouble here, showing bunt, and it gets away from the catcher. Just an unfortunate bounce there, and that'll score a run for Springville and advance the runner over to second from first. So Springville takes the lead 3-2. I did not clear my count from that earlier batter, but that was a ball. So 1-0 to Sawyer. And that's hit in the air, foul, out of play down the first base side. 1-1's a count. So Springville, having added 3 to their total, getting all 3 runs in this half inning with only 1 out. And that's right up the middle. And no play at first, so runners at the corners again for Springville. And I am going to go ahead and give Springville a hit on that one. That was hit right where you're supposed to hit it, right up the middle. So already 6 hits now for Springville. Runners on first and third, 1 out with the number 4 batter up, Junior Lewacki. Showing bunt, and the umpire called balk. Umpire called balk on that. I, to be honest with you, I saw balk as well. It looked like he did step off, but he did lean forward before he stepped off. So a bit of a tough call there for Juan Diego. The umpires are discussing it, so perhaps they will reverse this call. Oh, they did reverse that call. Okay, so no balk. I initially felt that that was a strange move on the mound, but so okay. Well, runners back at first and third. No pitch on that one, so it's still 1-1. That's what I have, unless I did not reset the count. I'll have to check. The board has 0-1. There's too much going on to keep track of. That's well hit to right field. That'll score a run and move the runner over to second base. So let's get rid of that count. Add a pitch, first and second. Add a hit to Springville and another run. So 4-2 for Springville. In the 5 spot, up for Springville is Kakoa Akiona. And taken for a ball. 1-0. And just misses on the outside corner there. 2-0. And that's popped up and out of play. 4 strike 1. 2-1's a count. And he's showing bunt. And he gets that bunt down. That is going to be fair. And the throw to first is an errant throw. 1 run is going to score. Runner advances to third. And the Soaring Eagle having a bit of difficulty here in the top of the 5th on the defensive front. So that'll put runners at the corners and score another run for Springville and tack on another error for Juan Diego. So all 5 for Springville coming here in the top of the 5th. That'll be the second visit. I believe that's the second visit to the mound, and after 22 pitches, that's going to do it for Carlson. So a bit of a rough outing for him today. And let's see who Juan Diego is going to put up on the hill. Nobody warming up down there on the third base side, so not sure who they're going to insert in at pitcher. Looks like Malik Harris is probably going to take over. He's the one acting like he might take the lead here, but I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. No indication. I mean, absolutely none. Okay, there we go. I didn't see Gabe Perkins run to the dugout. So it looks like we do have Gabe Perkins as the new pitcher for the Soaring Eagle. He might have had to run in and change his cleats, perhaps get a new mitt. But he's going to go ahead and warm up here. So we'll keep it here and get back to you after Gabe's warmed up and ready to go. Okay, so after that pitching change, which will put Perkins on the mound for Juan Diego, we'll reset our game here. We've got runners at the corners for Springville, 1 out here in the top of the 5th, and at bat for Springville is, thought it was number 5. No, it looks like the pitcher, number 12. In the 6th spot, Cade Delamas. At least he is the pitcher of record after that last half inning for Springville. See if he continues. Shows bunt. And he calls him safe at third. Let's see if I have a replay of that. Runner went down to second. It was close. Definitely close call down there. But the runner does advance to second. 1 pitch for Perkins, and that was, it's a strike on the board. I missed what it actually was, if it was called or swung on, but I'm going to go with that. So 0-1. And a nice breaking ball by Perkins there for strike 2. And down and away for ball 1. Not giving up anything good on 0-2. And that is swung on. Hit out of play down the third base side there. The wind has subsided. I'm going to go ahead and turn that mic on in the field and get a little more ambient sound here at the field. And a nice breaking pitch, but it is hit to center field. Fielder's under it. And the runner's coming, and there's a play at the plate, and he is out at home. Nice throw. Nice play. Look at that one again. And he gets it. He's there in plenty of time. That was a nice play there. And I totally missed what just happened. So that was only the second out. Something else must have happened to end the inning. So that is my mistake for not paying attention and trying to do the replay. But the players have left the field. Springville's taking their positions. And we'll move to the bottom of the 5th. So Springville 5, Juan Diego 2. Okay, so we are back here in the bottom of the 5th. I still don't know exactly what happened on that third out. My guess is they threw it down to third and got the runner over there, but not entirely sure. So just a one-man show. It's hard to keep track of everything. on my own. Sam lifts that one to center field, and the center fielder is under it for out number 1 for Springville. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Delmas still dealing, having thrown now 79 pitches for the game. He was the starter for Springville. Up to bat now is the new pitcher for Juan Diego, Gabe Perkins, number 29. Takes that one for a ball, ball 1. I'm going to go ahead and kill that mic there as the wind picks up once again here at the field. And in there for a strike. 1-1 is the count. So Springville getting all 5 of their runs in the top half of this inning to lead it 5-2. Gabe takes that one for a ball, 2-1. And outside for ball 3. And I realize I'm on the wrong view. My apologies. Boy, I'm losing it here. Somebody needs to be in my ear telling me I'm messing up. That is taken for a strike. Again, my apologies for having the wrong camera on there. And hit down the right side. Bounces foul. So the count remains full, 3-2. And that is hit to the right side again. I should say the first base side. That one's out of play. So we'll reset it again. Gabe staying alive there. 3-2 is the count. And another foul ball. And Gabe hits that well hit to center field, over the center fielder's head. Hits the fence. Gabe is going to turn and go for 3 and easily make it 2-3 for a triple. So a nice hit by Gabe Perkins. Good at bat and puts him all the way over to third base. So a nice way to start the inning here after a rough go of it in the top half. For Juan Diego, up to bat for Juan Diego is going to be Tyler Easter, but it looks like we might be having a pitching change as the Springville coach heads out. Looks like Delamos has given up the ball, and probably rightfully so. 88 pitches. It's quite a big ask of people just here in the early going of the season. So looks like we're going to go ahead and have a pitching change. I wasn't paying attention if anyone was warming up or if somebody dove into the dugout there to get changed and new cleats on or whatever they have to do to get ready to pitch. So nobody on the hill yet. We'll see what the holdup is. Here we go. Okay, it looks like number 8 is coming out of the dugout for Springville. And that'll be Zach Graves, who started the game in left field, I believe. So I'll make that change here. on the scoreboard overlay. Reset that pitch count to 0. And we'll wait for Graves to get warmed up. Okay, it looks like Zach is ready to go. So he inherits a runner at third, which is the result of a triple by Gabe Perkins, having hit his pitch. In fact, I didn't put that hit on the board, so let me do that for Juan Diego. That'll get their hit total to 3. Gabe hitting that to the center field fence for a triple. So Tyler Easter at the plate. And a swing and a miss by Tyler. 0-1 is the count. And Tyler hits that one too short. Throw to first is... Oh, he called him out. That'll score the runner. Boy, that was close. All right, so a run on the board for Juan Diego. Cutting the lead to 2 runs. Springville still leads by a score of 5-3. Patrick Swanson at the plate for Juan Diego takes a strike. 0-1. And Patrick hits that one up the middle. Second baseman did field it, but no play. Good effort. Good effort on that, but I'm going to score that as a base hit for Juan Diego. And that'll put a runner on first. And bring up to the plate. Need to get that second out on the board as well. Bring up to the plate Malik Harris, number 34. And that ball is thrown over the first baseman's head. Patrick will get to second base. He is down and safe. So an errant throw by the pitcher to put the runner on second base for Juan Diego. And slow curveball. Misses for ball 1. And a fastball high for ball 2. Once again, I forgot my pocket radar. I'd like to see what the velocity is on this pitcher. He can really sling that thing in there on the fastball. That might have been a changeup. Good pitch, strike 1. And that's a fastball taken and swung on for strike 2. 2-2. Here in the bottom of the 5th. And he went, dropped the ball, and first baseman does stretch just enough to get that out. So after 5, Juan Diego is down by 2 by a score of 5-3, headed to the top of the 6th. Okay, top of the 6th. At bat for the Red Devil is, I'm not sure. Can't see the number. But taken for a strike. Looks like it is number 7, if I can find my way here. 0-1 is the count. And that is hit to center field. And nice play by, looks like Zach Carlson out there. Not sure what view's going to have it better. Let's see if this one does. And there he is. Diving stop there. So nice play for out number 1. That was number 7, Kyle Snyder. Up now in the number 8 spot is Peyton Esplin. One and 0 is the count. And that is hit to second base. Over to first for the force. So that'll put 2 outs on the board quickly for Juan Diego. Up to bat for Springville is number 22, Cash Everett, hitting in the 9 spot. One and 0. In there for a strike. 1-1. And hit over to third base. Throw to first is dropped. Oh. Looked like the throw was there in time, just hit the mitt and came out. So an unfortunate mistake there. We'll put a runner on first base. So up to bat now is the number 1 hitter, Easton Barrett for Springville. And that is down 4, ball 1. In there for a strike. 1-1's the count. Breaking ball for strike 2. Good pitch there. Reaches back for the fastball to strike him out for out number 3. Take another look at that one here. So at the half inning here in the 6th, Springville still leads 5-3. Okay, we are in the bottom of the sixth, and up to bat for Juan Diego into the game is number 51, Coleman Jackson. And taken for ball one. And fouled off for strike one, right off the umpire there. One and one is the count. And a breaking ball, chopped foul to the Juan Diego dugout. So 1 and 2 is the count. And struck him out on a breaking ball for out number one. Up to bat next for Juan Diego is number 4. I believe this is Preston. Not entirely familiar with all the players just yet. And he did not go. Appealed. That is a ball, so ball one. To the batter. That'll be ball two. Just checking my numbers here. That is Preston Bath. Yes, indeed. So and in there for a strike. 2 and 1 is a count. And low for ball three. 3 and 1. And that is hit over to first base. Foul. So that'll take the count full. 3 and 2. With one out here in the bottom of the sixth. Juan Diego needing a couple of runs here to tie the game. And strike three, but the catcher missed it. Down to first is the throw in time. So strikeout number 2 here in the bottom of the sixth for out number 2. And that will bring to bat number 15 for Juan Diego, Dallas Larson. So let's see what Dallas can do here. Need some offense. And that is a breaking ball for strike one. And another breaking ball, but missing. Ball one. 1 and 1's a count. The weather remains dry, but it is getting colder. 2 and 1. And I cannot wait for it to get warmer. I know it's not going to happen today, but at some point this year it will be warmer. Whoa, we have a big goose flying over the field. Holy moly. I thought that thing was going to land on the mound. Didn't see it in the frame, but that was taken for a ball. So 3 and 1 is the count. In there for strike 2. So the count is full on Dallas. See if he can find a way to get on base here. Nope, that is inside and high for ball 4. So that'll put Dallas on first base. And bring up to the plate number 5. That's going to be Zach Carlson for ball 1. And Zach fouls that one off. 1-1 is the count. Dallas with a slight lead over there at first. Pitches to Zach. Hit nicely into left field, which will advance the runner and put a hit on the board for Juan Diego. So nice at bat there. Add a hit, put a base runner over there, add to the pitch count, and we'll get to the next batter, which is Sam Silversmith, the #1 hitter for Juan Diego in the 1 spot. So 2 outs. Let's hear, can I hear a 2-out rally? Anyone out there, 2-out rally? High for ball 1. Springville not even bothering holding the runners on with 2 outs. And that's a good pitch in there for a strike. 1-1's the count. So an opportunity for Juan Diego. See if they can make something happen here. And that is foul. 4 strike 2. 1-2 is the count. Got a really good breaking ball for strike 3, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see that right here. There it is. And Sam chops it foul. Springville dugout got a little excited on that one. Must have gone in the dugout and somebody made a play on it. I'm not sure. So we'll reset here. 1-2 to Sam Silversmith. And he throws a fastball. And we've got a bit of a rundown. Oh, and he falls down and he is tagged out for the 3rd out there. So that was a bit unfortunate. And we'll take us to the top of the 7th with score Springville 5, Juan Diego 3. Sam will resume his bat at the next inning when Juan Diego has an opportunity to bat. So going to the top of the 7th. Okay, we are back here, top of the 7th, Springville up 5-3. We have at the plate for Springville in the 2 spot, number 8, Zach Graves, who has taken over for Delamos at pitcher. And Perkins zips one in there for strike 1, called strike 1. And the wind is kicked up a little bit again here. And nice breaking ball there for strike 2. So quickly 0-2 to the batter, Zach Graves. And that one is hit over to second base. Toss over to first for the out. So nice play there by the San Diego defense. Ball one. At bat for Springville should be Sawyer Hanks. Number 3, hit to the third baseman. Over to first for the put out. Nice play there.
Over to first for the put out.
So 2 quick outs for Juan Diego. At the plate for Springville in the 4 spot is Junior Luwaki. And that is in there for a strike. Perkins dealing here. And that wind out of the north is just miserable. To the shortstop, over to first for the stretch, and he stays on the bag for the out. Umpire was right there and saw the whole time, so I'm not going to argue or question that one, but he said he touched the bag with the ball, so that'll be the third out. So quick 3 outs for Juan Diego. And the umpires are talking about it. Coach is appealing the call. The runner hasn't moved, so let's see what happens here if they overturn it. The music is going to make YouTube unhappy, so I'm going to mute that just for a second. Oh, that is a reverse call. That is a reverse call. And that is going to bring out the Juan Diego coach. So that is not an out. That is safe at first. Wow. So we're going to put a runner on first. Juan Diego takes the field. And up to bat now for Springville in the 5 spot is number 17, Kakoa Akiona. I mean, the umpire was standing right over the play and called him out. I don't know how the home plate umpire can have a better view of it. Snap throw to first is in time, so that's a ball. 1-0 is the count. And high for ball 2. But that's 2 reversed calls in this game. The first was a balk, initially called a balk. That's hit over to right field, and the right fielder, it's over his head. And that is a throw to home. Cut off by the first baseman, which will score the runner from first. So that'll add a hit to Springville's total and to their run total, and put a runner on second base. So Springville taking advantage of that overturned call. What I was saying is earlier there was an overturned call. There was a balk called on Zach Carlson pitching, and upon the umpires discussing it, it was overturned to not be a balk. In there for a strike. Then the play at first, which should have ended this half inning, was overturned, allowing Springville to capitalize with a double and a run scored to make the score 6-3. And that one's hit down the first base side. Out of play for strike 2. So 0-2 here in the top of the 7th. At bat is K. Delamas in the 6th spot for Springville. And that's hit to third base. Throw to first. And the umpire calls him out. Let's just make sure they're not going to appeal that. Doesn't look like it. So that's going to be called an out, and it'll stay an out. Headed to the bottom of the 7th. Springville 6, Juan Diego 3. So, bottom of the 7th, last chance for Juan Diego to come out with a tie or a victory. This is Sam Silversmith up the middle to second base, who stops it, but that'll go as a base hit. So a nice leadoff hit there for Sam as he resumes his at-bat from the last inning. So Juan Diego with their hit total now at 6 and a runner on first. Up to bat now for Juan Diego is number 29, Gabe Perkins. And that is called safe at first. So this will be the last half inning, unless, I don't know. I actually don't know if I think they do go into extra innings in high school, so could have extra innings. And Gabe hits that one high, a high fly ball to right field. Right fielder's under it for the catch and the first out. So one out here in the bottom of the 7th. Up to bat for Juan Diego is number 11, Tyler Easter. And a curveball in there for strike 1. Just a reminder, we do have a junior varsity game planned after this one, as Tyler takes strike 2 swinging. And that'll be a separate stream. It's a separate scheduled event on YouTube, so if you want to join us for that. High for ball 1, 1 and 2's account. Please do so. When this game concludes, there's usually a 15 to 20 minute break in between games. So, ooh, and that one is ripped right over the coach's head there at third. So the count remains 1 and 2. Anyway, JV should be up about 20 minutes after this game concludes. So, and that pitch gets away from the catcher, and we'll put the Juan Diego runner on second base. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tyler Easter. And he stays alive with that foul ball. 2-2 is the count. And got him swinging for strike 3. That was a little bit outside, but hard to pass up. And that'll be 2 outs for Springville. Bringing up Patrick Swanson, number 13 for Juan Diego. Juan Diego down to their last out here in the bottom of the 7th, down by 3. And a curveball that misses for ball 1. 1-0. And outside for ball 2. 2-0 is the count. In there for a strike. 2-1. And that is hit into right field, and that is through to the right fielder. Sam is going to hold up at third. He thought about it and thought better of it, so that was the right decision. He would have been thrown out by a mile. So that'll put runners on first and third for Juan Diego and add to the hit total. So 8 hits for Springville, 7 hits for Juan Diego. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. At the plate now for Juan Diego, number 34, Malik Harris. Curveball misses high for ball 1. Inside for ball 2. 2-0 is the count. So runners on the corners, 2-0. And that's low for ball 3. And taken all the way for strike 1. 3-1's the count. Ooh, that was the pitch he wanted. It was right there in the zone. Fouled off for strike 2. So 3-2, 2 outs, down by 3, bottom of the 7th. Curveball, and that's hit into left field for a base hit. That will add another one to the Juan Diego total. So Juan Diego staying alive here. Puts a runner on first and second. Add a hit and a run. And looks like they're going to go ahead and change pitchers. I mean, he was pitching pretty good. But that's probably going to be it for Graves after having thrown 49 pitches. So Delamos, who was the starting pitcher, threw 88 total pitches. Graves throws 49, and now into the game for Springville on the hill is number 11, and that is Easton Barrett. So let's get that changed here on the board. And we'll reset that count to 0. Runners on first and second for Juan Diego here in the bottom of the 7th. So little life left for Juan Diego. Still down to their last out. Coming up to bat for the Soaring Eagle will be number 21, Carlos Collada. So we've just passed the 2-hour mark in our game. And Barrett is left-handed pitcher coming in to close out this game for Springville. So both teams having gone to their third pitcher. And we'll see what we've got going here. And that's a swing and a miss for strike one. 0-1 is the count to Carlos Collada. And called strike on the outside part of the zone. So 2 pitches, 2 strikes. Juan Diego down to their last strike. See if Carlos can find a way to get on base here. And he struck him out. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. And that should be the game. Umpire was shouting something out, but that is going to be it. So Juan Diego fights back, but still comes up short, losing by a score of 6-4. So we'll go ahead and go final on that one. And I believe the plan is to do a junior varsity game, get as many innings in as we can. We've probably got, like I said, a 15 to 20 minute break, and we'll probably go at least past 7 p.m. before it gets too dark to see things properly. So that'll do it for the game here versus Springville. Again, Springville comes out on top 6-4, and we'll pick this back up with the JV game on that separate stream, separate scheduled event on the YouTube channel at broadcastjd.com in about 20 minutes. So we'll check in with you then. Thanks for joining, everybody.